Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी हरि नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, एकादशी महातिथि की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। शुक्लांभरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखदातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अविकाराय शुद्धाय नित्याय परमात्मने सतैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे सर्वजिष्णवे यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते। नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। ओम नमो विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। श्रीवैशम्पायन उवाच श्रुत्वा धर्मानशेषेण पावनानि च सर्वशः युधिष्ठिरश्शान्तनवं पुनरेवाभ्यभाषत। युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वाप्येकं परायणं स्तुवन्तत्तक्कमर्चन्तः प्राप्ययुर्माणवा शुभं। को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुख्यते जन्तुर्जन्मसंसारबन्धनात्। श्रीभीष्म उवाच जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवमनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोत्थितः। तमेव चार्चयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्ययं ध्यायन् स्तुवं नमस्यं स यजमानस्तमेव च। अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं स्तुवन् नित्यं सर्वदुःखादिगो भवेत्। ब्रह्मज्ञं सर्वधर्मज्ञं लोकानां कीर्तिवर्धनं लोकनाथं महद्भूतं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम्। एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवैरक्षेन्नरः सदा। परमं यो महत्तेजः परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यः परायणं। पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलं दैवतं देवतानां च भूतानां यो वः पिता। यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिन् च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगक्षये। तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं मे शृणु पापभयावहं। यानि नामानि गौणानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। पान्त्वस्मान् पुरुहूतवैरिबलवन्मातङ्गमाद्यद्घट कुम्भोच्चात्रिविपाटनातिकपटु प्रत्येकवज्रायिताः श्रीमत्कण्ठीरवास्य प्रतसुनकर धारिदारातिदूरप्रध्वस्तद्वान्तशान्तप्रवृत्तमनसा भाविता भूरिभागैः।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So today we have the good fortune of hearing from His Grace Vamshidhari Prabhu. Vamshidhari Prabhu hails from Tamil Nadu, Salem. He is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. He got initiated in 2007 and Sangat initiation in 2010. In Salem he completed his information technology engineering, and later on he did masters in Sanskrit. So he and his brothers, during their college days, he had three brothers, all his three brothers, they went to the temple, and they were at once convinced when they heard the Krishna conscious philosophy. So after finishing the degree, he thought, now let us do a master's in Sanskrit. Then he studied Bhagavatam under the guidance of His Grace Gopi Paranandana Prabhu, you all may be aware. who started the Govardhan, the Sanskrit school. So he studied under him many years. Later on, Prabhu, when he came back to South India, he served in many capacities. He was cooking for the deities, he was a book distribution leader, college preacher, temple in charge, and he was also doing corporate preaching. Many things he has been doing. So he was in Salem for a few years, and later on he moved to Madurai. Now he is living in Madurai. There is a temple of one Balaram Prabhu. This is something very interesting for us to learn. This Balaram Prabhu has multiple gold jewelry shops, which may be having a total of about 2,000 employees. Around 2,000 employees. How many shops? About 100 shops? 57 shops he has all over Tamil Nadu, different places. And his goal, he is a disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and his goal is to see that every one of these 2,000 employees become Krishna's devotees. So therefore, every morning he has a program of 5 minutes he speaks about something about the philosophy, and 10 minutes of one round chanting. So you can see in the Zoom, all the shop employees will be sitting and chanting every morning. So you can see on Zoom, everybody comes. Every shop has a leader, and Vamshidhari Prabhu gives a 5 minutes class, or sometimes Balaram Prabhu gives. So Balaram Prabhu is a businessman, he and his good wife and 3 sons, a very, very wonderful family. Yesterday one of the sons was here, he has to go for the flight, he has gone now, correct? No? Manohar, I think, is it? Arun has gone. And the other gentleman, is he here? We have one, you can stand up, Prabhu, Tirupati Rajan, Prabhu. This is Mr. Tirupati Rajan. He does export business. He started with one business, now he has 6 businesses. And he's giving guidance to another dozen businesses he's guiding also. He's one of the millionaires in Madurai. When I had gone to Madurai, he had brought almost 800 to 1,000 business people for an Art of Smart Work program, seminar he had arranged. So he was telling me yesterday, his goal is to see that I am now teaching people how to do export business. I want to also teach them how to reach out Krishna consciousness to all these big business fellows. So that is his mission. He has started one initiative called as Bless. Can you guess what is Bless? Bless is business, leaders, entrepreneurship for sustainable spirituality. So he started a forum like this where big business people are a part of that, and he sends them some kind of regular dose from Bhagavad Gita and management, Bhagavad and leadership. He has got a property where he wants to build a Krishna temple also. So they are all working together. What Vamshidhari Prabhu is currently doing in Madurai is very, very marvelous. I personally went and saw. So he takes some 1,000 school children and gives them a 7-day program. Every day 1,000 children attend for 7 days. And that program goes on for an hour or hour and a half. Then after the children program is over, he sends them, then brings the teachers. Another 300 teachers he does program for them. So now after this 7-day program is over, he conducts a weekly class for the whole school. I have never seen such a mass program. We all do for the Gita contest, only one shot we do and give Gita and go away. But he has been doing such mass programs for the children and the teachers. For the first time I got to see with my own eyes. He took me also when I went last time. Now he has been doing. Now besides the jewelry company of Balramji, he also has gathered many more entrepreneurs and business people in Madurai. So there he and our Tirupati Rajan, both of them, their goal is to see that thousands and thousands of businessmen along with their people should take part in chanting Hare Krishna and reading Bhagavad Gita and getting gradually connected to Srila Prabhupada's teachings and everything. So he is here especially for finding out is there any scientific research by which we can show to people Sattva-guna is superior to, how Sattva-guna lifestyle is better and chanting of the holy name is good. So he's also finding out who else is doing for the business people. So they are always on the lookout and doing very good preaching. So he has a very, very good multifaceted personality. He's a Sanskrit scholar. He can give eloquent commentaries on Bhagavatam and Vedanta Sutra, Upanishads and everything on one hand. He said when he speaks on Upanishads, nobody can understand also. He's very vastly learned, but he also is a very practical man. Every day he goes out for preaching in the morning to evening. Multiple programs, he has 4 or 5 programs every day in schools and companies and colleges and everywhere. So We had invited him once before. Now he is here and we would like to see him coming quite often. So yesterday he gave a very nice commentary of Acharyas on the Vishnu Sahasranamam. Generally Paramatma we think is very neutral and stands in the heart and Mata Smriti Jnanam Apohanam, you know. So he was telling one of the Acharya's comments, Paramatma word has Rama, Atma, for whom Atma is Rama. So he is Paramatma. That is one Acharya's commentary. So he was telling he is always served by Goddess of Fortune, Lakshmi. So he has many wonderful commentaries of Acharyas to share with us. In the limited time he said, yesterday I did 10 names of Vishnu, today I'll do 10 more names, he said, today. So we will get to hear him. But I am going to request him to come more often to Pune and give us his association. Let us welcome him to Shri Radhavandhan Chandra Temple. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! His wife is not here, she is in Madurai. His wife and small child, they are exactly like him. It's very amazing, Krishna brought them together. They have a similar mindset and they work together in a very united way in preaching, staying very close to the temple. They're completely selfless and fully oriented and dedicated to Srila Prabhupada's mission. So it's a very, very beautiful example for many, many. On the other hand, he is extremely humble. He always glorifies devotees and he assumes a position where nobody will know who he is. Therefore, today was my Bhagavatam class. I made up my mind, I'm going to put him on the Vyasasana so that his glory will be revealed to the world. I'm sorry, Prabhu ki.
Hare Krishna. So, I'm very thankful, grateful. I don't know what to say, what words. There are no words to explain how I'm feeling now. First of all, I seek permission from His Grace Radhesham Prabhu to speak, and also my one more guru is here, Vamshivardhan Prabhu. He was teaching me Bhakti Sastri teacher training course. So I'm a little bit nervous also to speak in front of them. But it is because their order I'm talking. So I'm very confident that their mercy is there, so I can talk. Like in Chennai, last time we had a Shravana Utsava, and in that Shravana Utsava, Balram Shakti Prabhu was giving class, and he was talking in English, and then he asked me to do Tamil translation. I said, okay. Then he called me privately and he said, Prabhuji, I'm going to speak very elaborate, very long sentences, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes I will talk. And then I know Tamil also. So when you are translating, I know what mistakes you are doing, so that you don't have to worry. He already said that. If he asked, at least he could not, he didn't say that I know Tamil, then I will be a little confident, I can translate nicely. But he gave a warning. I know Tamil nicely, I can find out, but still don't worry. Whatever you can translate, and remaining I will fulfill. Can you do that? I said, Prabhuji, if you are giving an order, then definitely you will give me mercy also to do that. So let me try. And then I tried for the first time, and then it worked out very well. Of course, it should work out very well because it is devotee's order. And then at the end of the full Shravana Utsava, I got to translate for 6 hours every day for Bhanu Maharaj, for Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, and all the devotees were very happy, and I was also happy, understanding that yes, Krishna can use any useless person as his tools. Just the thing is, we need to have a desire and we need to have a simple endeavor, then Krishna will use it. So in this way, I usually, this Brahmavadis, this Mayavadis, they glorify themselves. They say, Mahanta viduma atmanam matva sochitum naharahasi. They say, how can you come out of this bodily consciousness, or how can you be fixed in that Brahman state, thinking that yourself, Mahantam, thinking about your own glory, that you stay on the high position. Like people, they motivate. You can do. Yes, you are the best. Yes, you can do that. If you cannot do, who can do that? That is how the materialistic people, they try to encourage. So in the similar way, Mayavadis, they are the biggest materialists we can say. They say, you are that Atman, you are that Mahantam, you should know your own glory. Just by remembering your own glory, you be pacified. You don't get engaged in this kind of thing. But they simply forget that Atma cannot exist without the help of Paramatma, without the influence of Paramatma, without the support of Paramatma. Atma cannot exist. So Atma means in connection with Paramatma. So they forget the position of Paramatma. They just think about the Atma. They just glorify themselves. Yes, I am great. In the similar way, here Radhesham Prabhu was speaking so many things about me, but This is nothing if there is no devotee's mercy. Only because of devotee's mercy, I am sitting here giving this kind of class, or even chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Especially I can say this with full conviction that after coming to NVCC temple, my life changed. So you can use this also. Because before coming to that, we're doing some kind of service, not so systematic. But after a meeting with Radhesham Prabhu, I don't know, some transformation, some magic happened. And then we have nice school programs, college programs, corporate programs. In colleges, at least 300 students, they chant every day before their classes. In the class itself, now they are chanting 300 students. And then they start their first period. So all these things are happened because of devotee's mercy. Yogyata vichare kichino hi paye tomara karuna sara. That is the only thing that I can say. So without taking much time, let us go inside the topic for today. As you know that what I was chanting, the mantra, the introduction mantra, it speaks about Vishnu Sahasranama. As soon as we hear this word Vishnu Sahasranama, for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we remember one shloka for sure. We all know this shloka. Rama, Shri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Rama Rama Varanane. Yes, Prabhuji, we know Vishnu Sahasranama. We just chant one time Rama and then Vishnu Sahasranama is completed. So this is how we see. But actually, if you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to hear Vishnu Sahasranama when Srivas Pandita used to chant. He used to enjoy this Vishnu Sahasranama. And our Acharya Baladev Vidya Bhushana, who gave commentary for Vedanta Sutra, he gave commentary for Vishnu Sahasranama also. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has published on Vishnu Sahasranama also. So if it is not necessary for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, all these Acharyas would not give commentaries. So Vishnu Sahasranama is for us also. And for whom this shloka is meant for means those who cannot chant Vishnu Sahasranama, at least chant Ramanama. Because they don't have time, they don't have taste, so let them chant Ramanama. But if you have taste, then one Nama is not enough. You have to chant Yani Namani Gaunani Vikhyatani Mahatmanaha. That is what Bhishma Deva said. Even in that state, when he is on the deathbed, he is lying on the Sharakalpa, not on cushion bed. He is lying on the Sharakalpa. Even in that state, when Yudhishthira was asking question, can you say what is the best method so that the living entities can be delivered? Kodharma sarvadharmanam bhavata paramomatah kim japan mukhyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. What is the one method by which the janma samsara of the bandha of this jiva can be delivered? He can just say one word. Vishnu, we can say just chant holy name, just chant Krishna's name. But it was not enough for him. As soon as the question was heard, he started chanting practically 1,000 names. When somebody asks you what I should do, you should chant Hare Krishna. How I should chant Hare Krishna? We take mala, we say, you sit, hold this beat like this, and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like this you do 108 times. Nobody is going to sit for 108 times and completely show him how to chant. And then, because that is how the Nama, the taste for Nama exists. As soon as he heard, please speak about the thing, please speak about Vishnu or Nama Sankirtana, he immediately jumped like a small boy. He woke up from Sharakalpa and he started chanting this Vishnu Sahasranama, and then he was continuing. He was not counting even, was continuing, and then at point of time he just stopped. So that is how Vishnu Sahasranama is very much important for those whose heart is in Nama Sankirtana. If you think that our tattva, our prayojana, or our hita, our Sambandha Abhidaya Prayojana is Nama Sankirtana, for us Vishnu Sahasranama is very important because this glorifies the Lord and His qualities. In other Shastras you will find karma, jnana, yoga, other things. But in Vishnu Sahasranama, only Lord's qualities. Bhakti, 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 and full of juice. If you go through each and every Nama, it has so much rasa inside. Like Prabhuji was saying, Paramatma. Madhvacharya gives a very beautiful meaning for this. Pa, Rama, Atma. One who protects Lakshmi Devi as his own Atma is called Paramatma. So this shows how the word, even we can say Paramatma is a secondary Nama, not Mukhya Nama, it's a Gauna Nama. But Acharyas, they explain this is also a primary name. So in this way, Vishnu Sahasranama is very important. And in Mahabharata, there are 5 important things that we should understand, because Vishnu Sahasranama comes in Mahabharata. So Mahabharata has 1.5 lakh shlokas. So in that Mahabharata, 5, this is called Pancharatna, they say. One is Bhagavad Gita, Sahasranama, Viduraniti, Yaksha Prashna, Sanak Sajatiya. So these 5 things are considered as Pancharatna, and if you can go through these things, then you can understand what Mahabharata is trying to explain to us. You understand all the dharma. So this is how the Vishnu Sahasranama is very important, and also it is very tasteful. Why? Because it is spoken by devotee. When Arjuna was asking Krishna, Krishna, who are you? Then what Krishna's explanation, he was not saying, I am Chamasundara, I am this and that. He said, I am Kala Rupa. See me, how I am. He was eating everyone. Everyone is coming out of his mouth, and he is, terrifying everyone. Basically, if someone is introducing, this is our God who is eating everyone lively, and then the blood is coming out, and he is taking and he is enjoying the blood. He is Kala Rupa. Then people will run away. So Lord doesn't know how to explain himself. But when devotees, when they explain about the Lord, then they can explain Lord very beautiful. Then Lord becomes, yes, that is correct. Yeah, what this devotee is telling, I have this quality. Yes. Oh, I have this quality also. Oh, I forgot. Maybe I have this quality. When devotees, when they explain, Lord becomes more happy. That's why Vishnu Sahasranama is more important, because this is glorified by Bhishma Deva, the purest devotee of the Lord. And Krishna himself heard this completely. And he relished this Vishnu Sahasranama. So we know at the end of Mahabharata that Yudhishthira was not willing to take up the crown. So he came to see Krishna to get counseling. And then the soldiers, they said, you cannot go inside, Krishna is doing meditation. And he was shocked. We are all meditating on Krishna, on whom Krishna is meditating. Maybe somebody else, some higher truth is there, so that Krishna is meditating. Then Yudhishthira came inside and asked, Krishna, on whom you are meditating? We have only one person to meditate. We have Krishna to meditate. But on whom you are meditating? Then Krishna says, I have so many people to meditate. I have my devotees to meditate. Devotees are in my heart, so I meditate on them. So now Yudhishthira is asking, on whom you are meditating now? I am meditating on that devotee who is waiting for me, who is waiting for my arrival. 56 days he is lying on the Sharakalpa and he is waiting for Krishna's arrival, so that he can glorify Krishna and he can leave his body peacefully. So that Yudhishthira also was convinced, and then Krishna took him to that Sharakalpa place where Bhishma Deva was lying down. And then Bhishma Deva, we know from Bhagavatam what Bhishma Deva spoke about their own situation, how they have to take up what Krishna's plan, all this thing. Then Yudhishthira started asking questions. He was asking about different kinds of dharma. Then Bhishma Deva was elaborately speaking about all kinds of dharma. He was speaking about Kshatriya dharma, Brahmana dharma, Vaishya dharma, Shudra dharma, Stri dharma, Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, Apad dharma. Then we have Prayaschitta dharma, Bhagavat dharma. So many different kinds of dharma he spoke. After speaking all kinds of dharma, he became very silent. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, Vaishampana is saying, Shrutva dharman aseshena pavanani cha sarvashah Yudhishthira shantanam punareva abhyavashata. After hearing everything, he again started asking question. Can you speak about what is dharma? It is like he gave full lecture for 7 days, and then he heard everything. Again he asking the same question. So in this way, the Acharyas, they explain why after hearing everything, Shrutva dharma aseshena, not remaining, everything he spoke all kinds of dharma. After hearing all kinds of dharma, why he is asking again about dharma? The explanation is, yes, whatever dharma you spoke, they are all very great, but it is not suitable for these people. The dharma should be very simple, very powerful, and it should give the results of all other dharma. It should be very sweet, and it should be righteous also. So all these things I need. Whatever dharma you spoke, it is not possible for all these people to follow. So please tell me what is the best dharma. By following that, the human society can be delivered from that. Because one dharma should be there, and that dharma should be very simple, and it should be very sweet, and it should yield the full potency, because something is very simple cannot give you big results. Simple work, simple result. But this dharma should be very simple, but yatapnoti tatapnoti kalau sankirtya keshavam. That's what Shastra says. Dhyayan kritehe yajanyagyahi tretayam dwapare archayan yada apnoti tada apnoti kalau sankirte kesham. Whatever results was obtained by thousands of years of meditation, whatever results was obtained by means of elaborate sacrifice, whatever results was obtained by means of doing gorgeous puja, everything can be attained by yada apnoti tada apnoti kalau sankirte keshavam. So devotees or people in general, they will have always this doubt. How is it possible? That is the problem with holy name. Even though holy name is very simple, not everyone can take it up. Why? Because holy name needs only one quality to take it up. What is that? Faith. And the thing is, which is very simple, we will not get faith. If the thing is very complicated, we will get faith. Yes, that is true. Like for example, you have a disease, or you have some problem, then you go to a doctor. Doctor says, it's nothing, just drink water and then, do some exercise and it will be over. The person doesn't believe the doctor. He goes to another doctor. That doctor says, okay, take this checkup, go for this medicine, go for this checkup, go for this scan. And then he gives a bill of 5,000. He says, this is the real doctor. Why? Because, I have such a big disease, so the treatment should be also very big. No. The treatment is very simple. Spiritual thing is not very difficult thing. Even though a person may be in ignorance for many lifetime, he can be solved. The ignorance can be taken out just a second. Like a room is closed for thousands of years. It is dark for thousands of years. How much time it takes to make that room brighter? Just 1 second. How is that? You just take a lamp inside and then the whole room gets lit up. Nobody will argue. How is it possible? Thousands of years the room was dark. How is it possible? We should burn the light for thousands of years, then only it will get light. No. Spiritual thing is very simple. Nama Sankirtan is very simple, very powerful, but it will do the work. Now somebody will ask a question. If I work for 1 month, I will get 10,000. But somebody is calling and telling, just do 1 hour work, I will give you 10,000. That means we'll have a little bit conspiracy. 1 hour work, 1,000, I am not sure, Prabhu, whether it is legal or illegal. So in the similar way, when we say this dharma is very simple but it is very powerful, it will give you the big results, then person will ask this question, is this dharmic or not? That's why Krishna says in 9th chapter, when he is explaining about this bhakti yoga, he says, what is it? Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idam Uttamam, Pratyaksha Vagamam, Dharmyam. He says dharmyam, it is dharmic only. It is according to the rules and regulations only. Don't worry, it is not illegal. You can do this, Nama Sankirtana. It is not like bribing. So in this way, Bhishma Deva spoke about this Vishnu Sahasranamam. And then, this is the quality of a devotee. As soon as the question is asked, he gives complete knowledge. He is not satisfied with one answer. Like Krishna, when Arjuna asked this only one question, what is the best thing for me? Shishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapanna. What is the best thing that I should do? He can just say only one thing, just fight and everything will be okay. No, Krishna looked around. What is the best thing that I have? I have so many best things, so let us give everything. Because he is a big rich person. So if you go to a rich person, if you ask for one thing, he will give you everything. That is the merciful nature of Lord and the devotees. Just ask for one thing and they are ready to give you everything. Like we have the example of Shukadeva Goswami. He is not ready to talk with his own father. But as soon as Parikshit Maharaja came, he started explaining Bhagavatam. He was calling, hey Shuka, hey Parikshit, hey Rajan, hey Rajan, hey Rajan. He was calling again and again. He is telling, let us hear this. So that is the quality of a devotee. Like Jadabharata. Jadabharata, when this Kali people, they wanted to take him to cut his throat, he was not at all moved. He said, if Lord wants to protect me, let him protect. If he wants to kill me, let him kill. He went without saying a word. But Kali interfered and then Kali saved. And then Jadabharata walked away, even without saying goodbye or thank you to Kali. Kali is looking, what is happening? I saved your life. At least say thank you. Jadabharata knows, you are just a tool. If Lord wants to save me, he will save me. If Lord wants to kill me, let him kill. You are just a tool. I don't have anything to do with you. That is his nature. But when Jadabharata met Rahukana, he started speaking. Hey Raja, please hear. Hey Raja, please hear. Why? What it shows, the devotees, to save their life, to save their body, they don't want to talk even one word. They don't want to do any endeavor. but to protect others, to give Krishna consciousness, to educate others, to glorify Lord, they're ready to spend anything. So that is how Bhishma Deva, when one thing was asked, like Sita, we all say Sita was abducted. No, Sita, she went on her own to Ravana. Why? Because mother knows that father is going to come and he's going to punish. So mother, she goes prayerly to the son. She will say, your father is coming with angry, so be quiet, be a good boy, otherwise your father will beat you. In the similar way, Sita Devi already goes to Ravana and is trying to preach to Ravana, please be good boy, don't make enmity with Rama, please follow Rama. But he was not listening. Like Prahalad. Prahalad came and he was trying to instruct Hiranyakashipu, but he was not listening. Then Lord has to come, show his stick and then take him back. So in this way, Bhishma Deva, as soon as it was heard that please speak about Lord, then the flow was just like a Ganges. Nobody could stop. It was just flowing. And then, so this is how, this small introduction for Vishnu Sahasranama, that we should be in this mood that when you want to glorify Lord, it should come like Ganges. We should not have any hindrance. For that we should know to glorify. If somebody says, please glorify about the Lord, or please say something about the Lord, then we should have things to glorify. Then for that we should hear the qualities of the Lord. So Vishnu Sahasranama glorifies about 1,000 qualities. So each Nama has one quality. And then when Acharyas, when they start explaining for each Nama, they give at least 5-6 meanings. So when you have this Vishnu Sahasranama, you have at least 6,000, 7,000 qualities of the Lord. Then you can start explaining like anything. Then you will become small Anantashesha, Then you will not stop glorifying. Then people will, oh wow, God has this many qualities, So this is how we should immerse our mind in Lord's thought. You don't have to do anything else. Just think about Lord's quality. Like we will go, when we go inside the class, we will see. So I will take a few namas only because we don't have much time. So few namas I will try to try to explain the sweetness of that name. Like we always say Brahman. It's a very shocking or alarming word. Brahman, when we say Brahman, no, it is for Mayavadis, we should not hear the word Brahman. But Brahman is described in a different way. Brihatvat, Brahmanatvat, Brahma Shabda itabidiyate. What is Brahman? Brahman means that which is very big, which is huge. And Brahmanatvat means whomever comes in touch with Brahman, it makes them bigger also. So that is what Brahman means. That means it is energy of the Lord. So Lord is great. Why Lord is great? Because whomever comes in touch with the Lord, they also become great. Like in our life, we know, before coming to Krishna consciousness, our life was just like dogs and cats. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, now our consciousness, our character, our food habit, everything got changed. It got improved. So that is the quality of the Lord. Whomever comes in touch with the Lord, they become great. That's why it's called Brahman. Or we can say Ganges. Ganges is very pure. Why Ganges is very pure? Because whomever comes in touch with Ganges, they become purified. We say pure devotee. Why somebody is called pure devotee? Because whomever comes in touch with pure devotee, they become purified. That's why they are called pure devotees. So in the similar way, Brahman means energy of the Lord, and whomever realizes, whomever understands, whomever comes in touch with the Lord, they become greater. So this is how the word Brahman is explained. And Paramatma, just now we have seen. And Sthanuhu, there is one word called Sthanuhu. Krishna is very fixed. Sthanuhu means stable, like this pillar. He is very fixed. So Krishna is very stable, very fixed. In what? In saving the devotees, and in his consciousness, Krishna is always thinking that even though he has done everything, he is doing everything for the devotee, but still he is confident that I have not done anything to the devotee. That is his confidence. That is his stability. Even though Krishna, at the end of Mahabharata, it is mentioned, when Krishna was going back to his spiritual world, he was very morose. Then Lakshmi is asking, what happened? Why are you so morose? I'm not happy, I'm indebted to someone. He's asking, whom do you indebted? To the Pandavas. Then she's saying, you have done so many things for them. You have been a Duta for them. You have done a chariot driving for them. You've been a messenger. You've been a gatekeeper for them. What you have not done? You have done everything for them. Then Krishna says, no, it is not enough. Why? Because that Draupadi, when she was in a very miserable condition, she called me with one name, Govinda. Just for this one name, I become indebted. And I'm not able to repay that one devotional service. I'm trying to give, I'm trying to satisfy them in various ways. I try to serve them in various ways, but not enough. So this is how Krishna is thinking that I am not able to serve my devotee properly. We all think we are trying to serve Krishna. But Krishna thinks, let me serve my devotees. And that is his only work. What he is doing, he is always ready to serve his devotees. So that is the quality of the Lord called Sthanuhu. He always thinks, I have not done enough. He's stable in that consciousness. And we know the very beautiful name, very attractive name called Krishna. What is Krishna? Krishna himself explains in Mahabharata. He says, Krishami prativim partha bhutva karshna yasho halaha Krishna varnascha me yasmat tasmat Krishnoham Arjuna. He says, when there is a dry land, you don't sow anything there because it is very dry to do any agriculture, to do cultivation. But what Krishna is doing, he plows that very dry land to make it soft so that he can sow the seeds and then the seeds can come up. In the similar way, our hearts are very barren, very dry. There is no devotion. So when you hear about Krishna, when you chant Krishna's name, our heart becomes very soft so that the bhakti seed can be sown and then the bhakti can be grown. So this is how the word Krishna is explained in a different way. I'm not going to give all the meanings because we know other meanings. Just the meanings which are a little bit interesting, I'm trying to just project that meaning. And Krishna is called Shiva. If you see in Vishnu Sahasranamam, it's called Shiva. Shiva means we know mostly it is called Shiva, auspicious, and it called Shiva. It represents the Shiva, Lord Shiva himself. But here, Lord is called Shiva. Why? Because he purifies. And from this name, Shiva, he has 4 other names. Krishna has the name of Amala, Vimala, Nimala, Nirmala. What is Amala? Amala means he is pure. Then what is Vimala? Vimala means he makes other pure. Then what is Nimala? Nimala means he purifies them even without asking them. That is what happening to us, Krishna is not asking us, are you okay? No. As time progresses, when we see ourselves in mirror, oh, what happened to my hair? What happened to my, I was 10 years before something else. But we don't have to even pray. Krishna knows to purify. So he just purifies. And for what he is purifying? So that we will serve him? No. That is for his own for his own pleasure. When mother is trying to give bath to the child, it is good for the child. But after bathing, what mother does? She does all kinds of decoration. Then she puts child on a nice bed and she looks at the child and she becomes very happy seeing the child's cleanliness. Child got purified. The similar way, Lord is purifying us not just because when we are pure we'll serve the Lord and then Lord will be enjoying. No, that is his nature, to purify us and to see us pure. He becomes very happy. He takes pleasure in seeing us get purified. So that's why he is called Shiva. Then we have the name called Narasimha Vapuhu. There is one more name called Narasimha. Oh, yeah. Nimala means he does without asking, and Nirmala means it is for his own pleasure. He is purifying. Not for us, but for his own pleasure. Whatever he does, it is for his pleasure. Even to create this world, it is for his pleasure. Because that is the ultimate understanding of the Lord. When Upanishad started asking, can you explain about the Lord? Then we have Anna Brahma, then we have Jnanamaya Brahma, then Vijnanamaya Brahma, then Anandam Brahma. It just goes one by one. So whatever Lord does, we may think various reasons. There is only one reason why Lord does. It is for his own pleasure. We cannot deny that. Krishna is always happy and whatever he does, it is for his own happiness. So that is the nature of the Lord. Anandam Brahmeti. That is the Upanishad says. Of course, we cannot be able to understand Lord completely, but however he makes us to understand, he allows us to understand, we can understand. Or whatever is necessary to serve him, that much understanding is enough. So Narasimha Vapuhu, we say Narasimha. But here they give a very beautiful meaning for Narasimha. Or Parashara Bhatta, he gives a very beautiful definition why Lord came as Narasimha. We say Lord came as Narasimha because of Prahlad Maharaj, or because of Narada, or because of boon of Brahma. But he explains, no, he came because of Hiranyakashipu. Why? Because Hiranyakashipu is asking to Lord, Lord, I am your servant, so you should kill me. If you want to bless me, only you should bless me. If somebody has to kill me, you should be killing me, because I am surrendered to you. We cannot say this. If we need blessings, we ask for blessing from the Lord. But nobody is going asking, Krishna, if I have to suffer, you give me suffering, not other persons. But that is the nature, that is his mood. If I have to get killed, then you should kill me, because I am your servant. Nobody should touch me. Like this, that is what happened when Jaya Vijaya was cursed. Then Lord appeared. He said, oh, what happened? Oh, that's a problem? Okay, I will solve the problem. Okay, you two take birth for 3 lives as a demons. Go down. And then Acharyas explained. You see, Krishna says, they are my devotees. When Krishna came, he started saying, my people, please, please take care. They don't know how to behave with Brahmanas properly. You're all big Brahmanas. You're all great peoples in the society. He started separating. Then this Sanat Kumaras, they were thinking whether Krishna is including us in his group, or he is separating us. Because Krishna is saying, these are all our people. This Jaya Vijaya, they are our people, and you're all great people, so they should not offend you. And then they will take birth. So what Krishna is trying to say, I should curse him. Who are you to curse in my place? If curse should be given, I should give, because I am the master. You don't have rights to curse me in my place. So that is how here Hiranyakashipu is thinking, if somebody has to kill me, who can kill me? Only Lord has to kill me. And I should not be killed like a orphan, in the war field or by the weapons. I should be killed personally by your nails. Your touch should be there. The personal touch should be there. In Tamil they say, kottu vaanganalum modara vaangala kottu vaanganu appdi solli in Tamil they say. Even anyway, so this is how the Narasimha Vapuhu was explained. They asked Prahlad, why your father was killed? You can change anyone, no? Why your father was killed? Then Prahlad is saying, what can I do? That is what he wants. That is what he prayed for. So Krishna fulfilled his desire. So we should not take up the quality of Hiranyakashipu for that. We cannot say we will become like a Hiranyakashipu and Lord let us kill. Lord let us kill. You kill me. So that we cannot do that. If you want to become demon, then you should get permission from the Lord. If Lord permits us, then we can become demon also. No problem. For us, Lord's allowance is very important. That is the whole understanding of Veda. That is the whole understanding of all the Shastras. After explaining Bhagavad Gita, Krishna just asked this one question. Arjuna, I have explained to you everything. Now what you want to do? Arjuna just said only one word. Krishna, Karishya Vachananta. Whatever you say, I will listen. If he did not say this word, then again he will start Bhagavad Gita. One and a half hour more. That's what happens when somebody is trying to advise you. Prabhuji, you should do like this, you should do like this, you should do like this. What is the ultimate thing that we will say? Okay, Prabhuji, what I should do now? Please tell me. I will do everything for you. That is the whole understanding. Just hear the authority. If they say, if we can follow the authority, and then every problem is solved. But in this world, that is a big problem. Wife doesn't hear the words of husband, and nowadays vice versa also. And then children, they don't hear the words of parent. And then students, they don't hear the words of teachers. And then servants, they don't hear the words of owners. And then citizens, they don't hear the words of government. And then devotees, they don't hear the words of Lord. And Shishyas, they don't hear words of gurus. And that is a problem. That is a whole scenario for all the kinds of problems. So in this way, if we can just follow our authority, then there is no problem. That is how Narasimha Vapuhu is explained. And then there is one word called Pundarikaksha. Krishna's eyes are like lotus. We say Krishna's eyes are like lotus. Why Krishna's eyes are like lotus? What does it mean lotus means? If you look at lotus, it has white in the middle, and in the end, if you see, it is little bit tinged with reddish color. So that is how the Lord's eyes are. It is very big, and it is white here, and it is reddish here. So what happens? when Lord is lying down in Anantashesha, or when Lord wants to look at devotees, he doesn't look directly. He has kataksha. We say kataksha. Kataksha means he looks in the corner of his eyes. So Lord is lying down on his Anantashesha, and Lakshmi is there. So he wants to have a glance of Lakshmi. So he doesn't turn his head, because he is that kind of person. He doesn't take much endeavor. Whatever, even for this whole world's creation, he just thinks, let there be creation and everything happens. He doesn't do anything personally. Maybe he can play with the children and tend cows, but otherwise he is very relaxed. So we should be also like that. When I was reading this Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, it is said that Lord is lying on the snake bed in the middle of ocean. Why? What is the reason? Without reason, Lord doesn't do anything. So he wants to teach us a lesson. We should be like that. Why? Because ocean is very ferocious. If you go nearby ocean, we get fearful. Ocean has so many waves. But when you look from outside, it is very peaceful. It is very calm. It is very gambira. But when you enter inside, it has so many waves. Similarly, our life, when somebody is looking at us, what Prabhuji, for you everything, no, okay, no, you are all happy, what we are all suffering. Your life is a very happy life. But who knows, when you enter inside the life, then we know what kind of suffering. When you call, how are you? I am fine. How are you? I am fine. Both are cheating. Nobody is fine, correct? When you ask, when you speak for 5 minutes, then they will say, I have this problem, that problem. This world is like that, samsara, so many waves coming and going. So in that ocean, if somebody has to sleep peacefully in the middle of ocean, that how that person should be very, very stable, samatva. In the midst of that much suffering, in the midst of that much fearful situation, if somebody can sleep very peacefully, what kind of consciousness you should have? That kind of consciousness we should develop. And especially, the snake is above your head. Even if you remember snake in your dream, you will run away. What to speak of, it is on above your head. So the person is sleeping in the ocean, in the midst of ocean, in the midst of all waves, under the bed of snake, and he is sleeping very relaxedly, not having any problem. He is very composed. So this is how we should develop. We should have this consciousness. In this world, there will be ocean of problems. There will be people like snakes who are ready to attack. We should be very peaceful. Why? That is because Lord, He is in His own consciousness. He has His own consciousness, because He is not disturbed by external consciousness. Similarly, when we are in our own consciousness, when we are in Krishna consciousness, we will not be disturbed by this external consciousness. So this is what the Lord is trying to show us when He is sleeping on His Ananta Shesha. So everything has a meaning. If you go inside Bhagavatam, or if you go inside Ramayana, Mahabharata, Acharyas, they give amazing meanings. So I'm diverting from one thing to another. So I will come back. So what I was saying, last thing? Pundarikaksha. So when Lord is lying down, He is looking at the Lakshmi with Kataksha. So this redness of Lord, it is falling on Lakshmi eternally. So Lakshmi become very reddish. We say Lakshmi is, like a rose in color, reddish in color. Because of Lord's Kataksha on Lakshmi, she become red in color. And why Lord is black in color? That is also explained. Lakshmi Devi, when she wants to have a darshan of the Lord, she doesn't do Kataksha. She has this kind of looking. We say gurre, staring, So staring, she is looking at Lord with her broad opened eyes. And her Krishna Tara, that is here, this Krishna Tara, which is very black in color. So this black color of Lakshmi Devi again and again falls on Lord, and he became black. So this is how they explain Pundarikaksha, very beautifully, in a very tastier way, they explain. Otherwise, Lord has lotus eyes, yes. Nama Pankajanavaya, Nama Pankajamaline, Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangriye. Lord's eyes are like lotus, Lord's mouth is lotus, Lord's hands are lotus, Lord's feet are like lotus, and Lord has a lotus in his navel also. So all this lotus together, they make a lotus vana, they make a lotus forest. And this lotus forest is situated inside Aditya. Et Aditya Gadam Tejo Jagat Bhashayate Kilam. So he stays, this Lord, he is called Aditya. One of the Lord's name is called Aditya. Aditya means Aditya Madhyavarti. Surya Narayana Madhyavarti Aditya. One who stays in the middle of Surya is called Aditya. So lotus blooms when there is a sun. But when there is too much sunlight, it gets burned away. But this lotus forest, it stays inside the Surya Mandala and it is fresh. So this is very contradictory. This is very beautiful quality. Lotus inside the fire, inside the sun planet. It is something amazing that we can remember. When we remember all these things, we can understand how the Lord is glorious, how the Lord's potency is. One of the main name is Vishnu. What is Vishnu? We say Vishnu Sahasranamam. What is Vishnu? It's called Anupravesha. The Lord enters inside each and every atom. When we say Lord is entering inside each and every atom, we may immediately have mental conception that atom is very small and somebody has to enter inside atom, he should have some discomfort. Because when you enter inside some small hole, you will not be very easy to move yourself. But Acharyas, they explain, no, when Lord enter inside an atom, how he feels, how he stays inside. Like we have this temple hall, and this huge temple hall, nobody is there, you are alone, and you are asked to move around in this temple hall with your hands waving. How can you move very freely? So like that, Lord is moving inside an atom. Even though the atom is very small, the Lord enter inside that atom and he is moving very freely inside that one atom. So that is called Anoraniyam Mahato Mahiyam. Why Lord is great? Because he is very small. His smallness is his greatness. So that is the contradictory quality of the Lord. It is one of the glory of the Lord. If you look at the Lord, he has this contradictory quality. Anoraniyam Mahato Mahiyam. He has this two extreme ends. Like he has name, he has no name, he has form, he has no form, he has qualities, he has no qualities. It is very confusing. Like in Vedas, we have three kinds of Vakya. We have Bheda Vakya, we have Abheda Vakya, we have Gadaka Vakya. In Bhagavad Gita itself, we have all these things. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhumirapo Nalo Vayu, Kammano Buddhirevacha, Ahankaraiti Yamme, Bhinna Prakriti Rashtata. This is called Bheda Vakya, which says the Lord and his energy are different. And we have Abheda Vakya. What is that? I am the taste in water. What is the shloka? Rasoham apstu kaunteya prabhasme sashuryo pranava sarveja chaptake paurusham rushu punyo gandha prativyam cha tejas chasi bhavasau jivanam sarvabhutesha tapaschasmi tapasvisau bijam mam sarvabhutanam. So all these shlokas explains I am this, I am this, I am this. So it speaks about Abheda Vakya. I am this, I am the taste in water, I am the race, I am the ability in a man, I am that sex life. So Krishna is saying, I am this, I am this, I am this. Here he says, it is different. Here he says, I am this. So how to understand this? So people, they get confused. Mayavadis, they take this Vakya as Mukhya Vakya, this Abheda Vakya, and they say, you see, there is no difference. And Vaishnavas, they say, you see, there are different Vakyas also which speaks about Bheda, so this is different. But we have different explanation. We have Achintya, Bheda, Abheda. Correct? That is called Ghadaka Vakya. So what is that Ghadaka Vakya? In the middle of that shloka we have Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasi Dhananjaya Mayi Sarvamidam Protam Sutre Manikanava Iva. So this speaks about Ghadaka Vakya. This reconciles both difference and oneness. So in this way, that is one of the beautiful quality of the Lord. This contradictory quality. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought up very beautifully in his philosophy called Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. So this is how we understand about Narasimha Pundarikaksha. Then we have one more. I don't know what to take. I will tell one interesting story because already it is 9:10. There is one interesting story which speaks about Narayana Bhattatri and Poondanam. In Guruvayur, there is a beautiful Krishna temple, and there was a devotee called Poondanam. So every day he used to chant this Vishnu Sahasranamam. And then in Vishnu Sahasranamam there is one nama called Amara Prabhu. So this is Amara Prabhu means Amara means demigods, and Prabhu means one who is a controller of the demigods. It is a common name. But due to this vibhakti, he used to chant Maraprabhu, 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 and then he gets stuck. When this nama comes, he gets stuck. He says Maraprabhu, 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 Maraprabhu. Mara means trees. So Lord is Krishna is the Lord of trees. And then the Narayana Bhattatri, who is a temple in charge there, when he hears this, he says, "Shut up! What are you doing? Why are you chanting Krishna's name as he is a Lord of tree? He's a Lord of tree. He's a Lord of tree. Tell him he's Amara Prabhu. He's a Lord of demigod. He's a Lord of demigod." Then he tried to change. He tried to change as Amara Prabhu, but it doesn't give him taste. He wanted to chant Mara Prabhu, Mara Prabhu. Why? Because when he thinks that Lord is the controller, or Lord is the Krishna is the Lord of trees, immediately he thinks of Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan, all the trees, they want to serve Krishna. So when he says Mara Prabhu, he remembers Krishna in Vrindavan. When he says Mara Prabhu, he remembers Rama walking in the forest 14 years. So he can contemplate on Krishna and Rama's quality. If you say Mara Prabhu, Amara Prabhu, I have to think of these demigods. They are all devotees. These people, they are situational people. They come, they ask for something, and then they run away. So I don't want to meditate on the demigods. I want to meditate on Krishna and Rama. So he couldn't do that. And then at night time, this Narayana Bhattatri was sleeping, and Krishna came in the dream. He said, "What are you thinking? Do you think that I am only Lord for demigods? I am Lord of demigods, and you are Lord of the trees? No, I am the Lord of tree also. So I like this word, Mara Prabhu. Let him chant. Why are you stopping him to chant this Mara Prabhu? Then he allowed. So in this way, for Krishna, vibhakti is not important. Bhakti is important. Vibhakti means dividing of words. So I don't know. I have very less time. Instead of saying very less time, this is very vast. So this is how we should understand. When we say my shirt has become small, it is not that shirt has become small. We have become big. We always blame the other things. We never say we become big. In the similar way, the Lord's quality is very vast. And one thing I will say, only one more thing. We say Padmanabha. It is very beautifully explained why Lord is called Padmanabha. Lord's beauty, it is gliding down from his top, from his crown, from his forehead, it glides down. Then his eyes are very beautiful, it glides down more. Then his lips, his nose, then his neck, everything is very beautiful. So this beauty is gliding down like a waterfalls from a mountain. We know from a mountain some waterfalls comes down, and then at certain point of time it gets shortened. When the vast amount of water gets shortened, what happens? Then we have whirlpool there, because it's a vast water trying to cross the shortest path. Then we have a whirlpool happens. Similarly, when Lord's beauty is gliding down from top, it is going from up to down, 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 down. Then he has a big vakshakstala, very broad chest. Then beauty is gliding down more. And then when it comes down to this navel part, to this hip, it is very short. According to Samudrika Lakshana, it is mentioned that if you have a very short hip, then he's a beautiful person. That is what everybody is trying to do. Trying to have a six-pack, But it is mentioned that a hip should be like one can hold with his hand. That much hip should be there for a Purusha, for a Mahapurusha. So the Lord's beauty is trying to come down, glide down, and it gets stuck here in the navel part. And then we have a whirlpool there. So that is called Padmanabha. It is the most beautiful place. When somebody is attracted to this Padmanabha, there is no way of coming out. He just goes inside. He gets immersed inside. That is how the word Padmanabha is explained. And Mahaswanaha means one who has great sound, one who makes great sound. And what is that great sound? Asya mahato bhutasya yasya nisvasitam vedaha. So Lord's sound is the Veda. When Lord is breathing, when he is making sound, that comes out as Vedic mantras. So that's why the Vedas are called Apaurushaya. When we speak, so we make so many different vibrations. But when Lord speaks, it is completely Vedic mantra. That's why it's called Mahaswanaha. Then we have Dhata, Vidata, Yata, Purvam Akalpayat. The Lord is called Dhata. He is a creator. How he creates? He creates exactly as it was before. we cannot do that. When we are trying to make something, today we make in a different way and next day we make in a different way, because we don't have a blueprint. But Lord has a blueprint to make everything in this world, because in the Vedas it is explained, a cow mean should be like this, a tiger mean should be like this, a lion should be like this, and in this Chaturyuga, if there is some mistake in the details, then people will get confused. Oh, in the Vedas I have studied cow has 4 legs, but this time it got changed, it has got only 2 legs. So Vedas will be in trouble. So that's why Lord exactly recreates as it was before. Yata purvam dhata yata purvam akalpayat. He remembers everything. He has a blueprint, and from that he recreates everything. So I don't know. I should end here. I will end here. And if there is any questions or comments, you can ask now. Or if there is anything, any corrections, you can tell, because that is the mercy of the devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for giving such a great class. My question is that you mentioned that even if someone want to become a demon, with God's allowance, he can or she can become a demon. But as a devotee, why does anyone want to become a demon?
That's why we don't become demon. If Lord is willing, ultimately it is not that we should become this or we should become that. If Lord is willing, we are ready to do anything. That's why we don't have any aspirations, thinking that I will have only this rasa, I will go to only this planet. Some devotees in the premature state, they say, I want to go only to Goloka, I will not go to any other place. Like when we were going for yatra to Srirangam, some devotees, they close their eyes like this. I said, what happened? Why are you closing your eyes? Have darshan. They said, no, I will not look at Ranganath, because if I look at Ranganath, I will get attracted and I will go to Vaikunta. We thought, oh my God, for our quality of life, whether we will get next life as a human or not, that we don't understand. But devotees prematurely they think, if I look at Vishnu, then I will become, I will go to Vaikunta. Our mood is whether we are going to Vaikunta or whether we are going to Swarga or whether we are going to Naraka, it doesn't matter. For us, only service is important. Narayana Parayana Sarvena Kudastana Bhityati Swargeshu Narakeshu Apavargeshu Tulya Atma Darshanaha. For the devotees, there is nothing like other liberation. Here itself, it's a liberation. For outside people, it is samsara. For us, it's not samsara anymore. Why? Because Lord is so great. He's called, the Lord's name is called Mahakramaha, who makes beautiful steps. He's called Mahakramaha. So, it is mentioned that when a person takes up devotional service, it's like you are sitting on a boat on a Ganges. A person who is droning inside the Ganges, he has a fear. He has anxiety. But if you are sitting on a boat, it's a nice Sharad Purnima evening, and somebody is singing nice bhajan, and you have nice prasadam, and you are sitting, nice breeze is coming out, and you have nice devotees association, and then the river bank comes. What you will think? Oh, bank came already. I thought we can go some more time. So that is how devotees association means. When we are a devotees association, the samsara doesn't work for us. So that is how the Lord is keeping the devotees, completely blissful, completely happy. It's called Mahakramaha. He takes so much endeavor. Ajayamanaha Bhaguda Vijayate. We say, Lord is coming again and again and again to this world. Lord has no liberation. We can get liberated. At some point of time, we can give up, we can finish our karma. We don't have to look back to this material world. But can Lord say like that? I don't want to look at this material world. Can Lord say this? No, He has no liberation. He has to come back again and again and again and again to this material world, to this miserable, nasty material world. Why? Because out of His mercy. If it is out of karma, if it is out of duty, He will not come back. But it is out of mercy. So mercy has no end. Karma has end, mercy has no end. So Lord has to come back again and again and again. When His mercy is over, He will not come back. But that is not possible. That is the only one quality of the Lord. Mercy is the one quality of the Lord which attracts everyone towards Him. So Yeah, that I think it answers your question. More than that.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you said that Jad Bharat Maharaj Ji did not said any word to Ma Kali, but gave Harikatha to the king and not to any other people. And say with Shukdev Maharaj Ji, he didn't say anything to Ved Vyas, but to Parikshit Maharaj Ji. So what is the quality in a person, or what are the things which obstructs the flow of Harikatha from Vaishnavas, or it supports?
Just interest. Because Jadabharata, he could see that Raghuvana was actually going to get instruction about Atma Jnana. He had this inclination to get the instruction. So because he has this inclination, he spoke. Other people, they didn't have this inclination. So that is the one thing that we can develop, that if we have this proper inclination, then devotees will help, then Lord will help. Just one thing that we should develop the quality to get anything spiritual. What is it? One thing that Rupa Goswami says, Tatra laulyamapi mulyam ekalam janma koti sukriti na labhyate. So if we have this proper, intense desire, then Lord will help. Like Dhruva Maharaj, Lord is called Dhruva also. Here in this Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lord is called Dhruvaha. Dhruvaha means one who is very stable. So why Lord is called Dhruva when devotee is there as a Dhruva? When Dhruva was doing meditation, demigods, they went to the Lord and they said, this Dhruva is creating so many problems, please try to do something. Then Lord said, you have already so many ways to distract a person, so why don't you follow some way? Why don't you send some apsara, distract that person? Demigod said, it's not possible, he's not getting abstracted. Then go and give some boon. No, he doesn't even open his eyes. We are not able to disturb his tapasya. Then Lord said, you know why you are not able to distract his tapasya? Because I am sitting inside him doing tapasya. That's why he is called Dhruva. Lord is called Dhruva. Because Lord is very convinced, he is very convinced to bless his devotee. That's why he is called Dhruva. So Lord said, because I am sitting inside and I am doing this meditation so that nobody can disturb this Dhruva. Why Lord has to do that? What is the qualification of Dhruva? Only one thing. He had this desire to see the Lord. Like a small child. The child wants to draw something, very beautiful thing. But child doesn't have this efficiency to draw something. Then what mother does? Mother, she keeps her hand and then draws very beautifully. And then what she does? She puts tick. Very good. You did very nice job. Then child is happy. Yes, I did that. But actually who did? Mother did everything. The similar way, when we have this real sincere inclination, yes, I want to serve Lord. I want to have darshan of Lord. I want to get purified. But we don't have capacity. But seeing our natural inclination, Lord himself comes and Lord himself does all kinds of arrangement. So that natural inclination, that sincere inclination should be there. Then Lord will help us. Our devotees will help us. How to get that inclination? We should associate with those devotees who have that inclination, or by seeing the qualities in devotees we get this inclination. How do we get faith in Shastras? We have never seen Swarga, we have never seen Naraka, we have never seen Moksha, we have never seen Vaikunta, we have never seen Lord. But we are all convinced, yes, these are all existing, these are all there. How we get convinced of Shastra? Only one thing. We see devotees, we see the qualities of devotees, and we understand, yes, these devotees, they follow Shastra, so Shastra must be true. Based on these devotees' qualities, we get conviction, we get attracted towards devotional service, we develop faith towards Shastra. So in the similar way, by proper association, by observing, by learning the qualities in devotees, we get this inclination. Like when I was studying in Sanskrit school, I used to observe how Gopi Paranadhana Prabhu used to give class. He's so humble, he's very much scholarly devotee. He can just read full Bhagavatam chapter. One chapter he will just read in the morning, just shlokas, and he'll explain full chapter, even without looking at the book. Everything get translated in that while he's reading. So that is how, and we have a huge library there in Govardhan. So if you ask him anything, he will just tell, go to this library, in this cupboard, in this flow, in this section, in this book, you will find, in this page, you can find this. That much scholarly person he is. And he was so humble, he was so sweet, and how he delivers lecture to the point. So we used to observe, and also I used to observe Bhanuswami Maharaj and Bhakti Vidyapurna Maharaj, and then we have Bhakti Vijnana Goswami Maharaj. So when we observe all these devotees, we should try to imbibe their qualities, we should try to get their qualities. So devotees association means not just speaking or saying Hare Krishna, but we try to learn, we try to get their Sara. Devotees are called Sara, they take the essence. So this is how we develop an inclination. By associating, by proper association, we can develop the inclination. Thank you. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I have tried.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for the class. Maybe my question is a bit irrelevant, but you said as Anuraniyan Mahatomayan that every atom has a Bhagwan in it. So this can be a bit contradictory, because sometimes the Mayavadis can argue that if every atom has Bhagwan in it, then can't we say that everything is Brahman? So that was my question.
Okay. Everything is Brahman and everything is not Brahman. Krishna, that is what he says. Maya tadamitam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastitah. That is how Vedas they explain. They explain purposefully like this contradictory things. Why? Because then only the disciple will go and hear from a guru. If everything is clear, they will just read the book and they will go away. So things has to be explained in a very contradictory way, so that they will seek for a proper guru. Tadvijnanartham sa gurumeva abhigachet. To understand that knowledge. Which knowledge? That knowledge. Which knowledge? You go and understand from a guru. So, yes, everything is Lord's energy. Lord is present in everything as his energy, but Lord is not in everything. Ford is car, but car is Ford is car, but car is Ford, but Ford is not a car. Very simple analogy what Srila Prabhupada has given. Such a huge philosophy just put in one word. Anybody can say in any place, very simple thing. There is small, slight difference between Mayavada and Vaishnava Tattva. They say everything is Lord. We say there is nothing. They say everything is Lord, and we say there is nothing like Lord. Just small, subtle difference between Vaishnava Tattva and Mayavada Tattva. They say everything is Lord, and we say there is nothing like Lord. No one is like Lord. So this is small difference, and yes, Lord is present in each and every atom with his energy, and also he is not inside the atom only. He is outside of the atoms also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. And also the Mataji has a question that she wanted to ask that, as you mentioned, that Narayan, he's stable in all the agitations, so we can take example from him. So how should we apply this in life, and how should we become stable? That was her question. And how should our consciousness should be stable? That.
Okay, this has different explanation. This needs different. But Krishna speaks about Sthita Prajna. In Bhagavad Gita, we say Sthita Prajna. We should have stable consciousness, stable. Sthita Prajna. Prajna means jnana. When you have proper knowledge, then our mind is stable. When there is no proper knowledge, our mind is not stable. Like Arjuna, even though he's a great warrior, he has panditya, he can see Lord directly, he can talk with the Lord directly, but still he was suffering. We say if you have Lord's darshan, all your sufferings will go away, all your confusions will go away, you will be pure devotee, you will not have any more suffering. But he was looking at the Lord, he was crying to the Lord directly. So what is the reason? The reason is just simple. We have different consciousness than Krishna's consciousness. If our consciousness is in relationship, in the same angle with Krishna's consciousness, then there is no confusion, then there is no problem. Because Arjuna had a different consciousness, Arjuna had a different idea, Arjuna had a different desire other than Krishna's desire, then all the problems came up. In the similar way, when our consciousness is in proper, what do we say? Sync, is in proper sync with the Lord's consciousness, then we will not have any problem. And how to do that? What Arjuna did, he immediately surrendered and he took instruction, he followed the guidance. So we always seek for guidance, and when we have proper guidance, under a proper guidance, we can come out of any miseries of the. We can never come out of this nature. Now I have taken up devotional service, now there will be no more problems. No, until we are in this material world, there will be suffering. Even if you are a Lord, even if you are Ramachandra, if you come to this world, we have to undergo all kinds of suffering. We can say why a person is suffering. Because his father is not good, his mother is not good, his wife is not good, his brothers are not good, his friends are not good, his relatives are not good, he has no money, he has no beauty, he has no wealth, he has no fame. But Lord Rama had everything. He had a very nice father, nice mother, nice wife, nice brother, nice friends, nice enemy. If you don't get a proper enemy, then you will say, for this fellow I came all the way, building a bridge. No, he had a very nice enemy also. But even though everything was favorable, he was suffering, just to show us this material world, human life means, it's an indication, it will have suffering. But the spirituality teaches not to get disturbed. Sita Pragya means that is what. In the midst of suffering, you don't get disturbed. Like we have a huge forest fire around, and there is a lake in the middle. So elephant is trying to escape from this forest fire. It doesn't have any place to escape. So it enters inside the lake. And what happens? It is very cool. It is very peaceful. It is looking around. Everything is burning. But it is not burning. It is very peaceful. It is very safe. It is very cool. Do you think the elephant will go out? No intelligent creature will go out. It will think, this is the safest place, let me stay here. If I go outside, I will get burned. So this is how this material world. Everywhere there is suffering. But in Satsanga, we feel very happy. Now we are sitting in this Bhagavatam class, in Kirtan. How we feel. We feel very safe. We feel very happy. We feel very bliss. But what to do? We always leave Satsanga, we have to go outside. And we come back. Whenever we have suffering, then we come back, come inside, take shelter, and then we go outside. Then we take shelter until a certain point comes. Okay, I cannot tolerate this anymore. Let me come back to this Sadhu Sangha completely. Till that time, Krishna, plays with us. Okay, you go and come back, go and come. Anyway, I know you are in my control. You cannot go anywhere out of my control. You go play and then come back, go play and come back. So Krishna is always ready to help us. He has put the gatekeepers everywhere. Like a person is the criminal is trying to escape. So when criminal is trying to escape, what happened? We have a checkpost. So you will get caught in any checkpost. In the similar way, we are all trying to run away from Krishna. And we are thinking that is the independence, that is the happiness. Some point of time Krishna catches us. Hey, where are you running? I will catch you now. Brahma, what is it? Brahmanda Brahmite Kone, Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai, Bhakti Laja Bija. At one point of time he catches us. Then what we say? Jai. We say Jai. Jai means victorious. Let there be victorious. When we are small, we used to play, one person is chasing behind us, and then the person comes and catches us. Hey, I catched you. So I won, you lost. The similar way, there is a competition happening between Jivatma and Paramatma. We are running away from the Lord, and Lord is chasing us from behind. Somehow or other will catch this fellow, even in this life or next life. But we are very expertly avoiding Lord and we are running away. At one point of time, with this devotees association as a checkpoint, because devotees are everywhere now. So you go to airport, you go to railway station, you go to even wine shop, everywhere. Devotees are somewhere showing books. So these are all checkpoints. So at one point of time you are caught. And then you say, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Why? Srila Prabhupada has won our life. When we say Jai, we should understand, I have lost and you won. You won my life. So Krishna is asking, are you sad because you have lost? Then we say, no Krishna. Actually, this losing is my actual winning. Because until we are independent, we think we are happy, we are safe, we are enjoying something. But we know what is real enjoyment, real happiness, what is real independent. To be under the protection of devotees is the most safest, most happiest and most realistic life that we understand. So we completely, with full heartedly we say, Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is how we should understand that Lord is trying to help us. I don't know.
Hare Krishna. So it was ecstatic hearing Prabhuji. So he was speaking so many illustrations of transcendental humor, of Lord's nature, His quality, His behavior. So soothing to the heart to hear. And I was also very charmed by the same example he was quoting about Lord Vishnu lying in the milk ocean in the Ananta Shesha. Where does it come? In Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, very famous verse. So sabada prakaruno bhagavan vivriddha premasmitena nayanam burhan vijramban uttaya vishva vijayaya chano vishadam madhyakira panayatad bhagavat puran. So that's a very famous verse. So actually many times when you think about Vishnu and Krishna, we have a very narrow-minded understanding. Therefore Prabhu was explaining about the pastime of Guru Ayurappan. Guru Ayurappan is very famous. So Pundanam wrote that Narayaniyam, is it?
No, Narayana Bhattacharya wrote. Pundana was a devotee.
He was a very, very great devotee, yeah. So the Narayaniyam is very similar to Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam verses. How many verses it has, Narayaniyam?
200.
So they are also talking about Vrindavan Leela pastimes. Similarly in the Srirangam, Ranganath, who was chosen by Andal Godai to marry, she glorifies Ranganath as Krishna in one of the verses in the Andal Tirupavai. So Prabhu actually is very deeply learned, and we heard a few meanings of the names explained today. So whenever he comes, I will request him to continue this. 10 names keep giving us like this. And such a sweet explanation. So let us thank him with Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Prabhu has to, you have to go back today, Prabhu?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. But tomorrow our Amarendra Prabhu is coming, so you'll be hearing from tomorrow and day after Amarendra Prabhu is giving. But yesterday evening we had one class also by Prabhu, Brahmachari class we had. Brahmacharis were very, very thrilled to hear, because some of the things that he says are very rare, because he has got tutoring, training under Gopi Paranadhana Prabhu in Vrindavan. So he's a very, very great soul, Gopi Paranadhana Prabhu, and he has memorized 1,000 sutras in Sanskrit. So very rare to have him in Pune here. He's very busy in Madurai, but I would request him to come again, keep coming.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Of course, I like to come to Pune. After coming to Pune, my life, as I said, my life changed. So it is my selfishness to come here to, like people, they go to Tirupati to get more money. So to get more souls, I have to come here to get blessings from Pune devotees. And I feel like coming back home. Like children, they come back from their college. During college, they stay in hostel. And after hostel, they come to home. And the whole family members, they sit around. So what did you learn in the hostel? What did you learn in the college? Tell me everything. So this is how I feel here. When I come, devotees, they all sit and hear. Oh, what did you learn? So they're trying to correct. And so this is how I feel. I feel very, very happy. I cannot explain. That's what I'm saying. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Like it is mentioned, when Vedas started to explain, glorify the Lord, the words, they went so far to explain, then words came back. It is impossible for me to describe with the words. Then mind started saying, okay, words cannot describe, but mind can imagine more than words. So mind started imagining about the Lord. Mind went to so extent, and then it came back. It said, it is impossible for me to remember, to consume about, assume about the Lord's glory. The similar way, I have no words to glorify, to speak about this, but I would like to come again and again to this place to get nurtured in devotional service. It's a very wonderful temple. There is no difference between Goloka. We can see Goloka here itself. Devotees are very nicely serving together, and then Lord Vrindavan Chandra. Actually, today I should thank Lord Lada Vrindavan Chandra. Why? Because when I said that I'm coming for this Pune, then they gave, okay, 5th you have class, Prabhuji, you get prepared. I said, okay, get prepared. Then that I got news, okay, your class got shifted to 6th. 5th Amarendra Prabhu is coming, so your class got shifted. But 6th I have a flight, so class got cancelled this time. But Lord Vrindavan Chandra was had such an arrangement that yesterday one class and today another class. He made me to give 2 class. He made me to serve 2 times. So I thank Lord Vrindavan Chandra also personally for this. Hare Krishna.